Let's talk with Trey, discussing life day by day. Together we can pave the way. The next show is underway. Let's talk with Trey, discussing life day by day. Together we can pave the way. The next show is underway.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with Trey Bryan. Hey, we're going to be quick on this one. This is probably about a 5-minute spiel. Just going to give you some notes and some statements about being a dad and some thought processes that dad have and think as they go through raising children, right? Why am I saying this? We get a lot of awareness about mothers and grandparents and even grandpapa or whatever, right? But we never really get a lot about dads and what they thinking and what they're going to do. So as a dad, I thought about some things and to put some awareness to children, because it's just not me. I'm sure other dads, and dads, you check me on this when you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Check and see if this makes sense on what you're thinking. But here's some things I think that I think dad thinks and go through in life that we don't necessarily tell the kids and children, right? And after I get through this, that's pretty much this episode. But one of the things is dad, he was also often afraid and yet very brave to do the things he needed to do in life. We don't realize or think that dads are afraid. Dads are afraid more often than you think. It's just a persona that we put across to make you believe that we're still in control and taking care of business. So think about that for a minute. Dads are often afraid to go through things in life, but they still do it to the best of their ability. Most of the time, for the children. 2, he always wanted to be sure you were and still are protected. Self-explanatory. 3, dads always worry that they may fail to provide all that you need. That is true. Always worry that we're doing the right thing to give you what you need, whether it's tangible stuff or emotional. Right? They struggle sometimes in showing you how much and how deep their love is for you. Struggle sometimes because they may not always know the love they have for themselves. And that's kind of like if we talked about when I had a guest host, Brittany, talking about love. So if you haven't seen that episode, go back and check that out. So that plays a part in that. Dads may not have known the right things to say at any given moment. What I mean by that? Exactly what I said. Sometimes, and a lot of times, we may not know what to say. You're going through something, we didn't experience it, so we don't know what to say. But we try to do the best we can at what we can. He was always proud of you. Forget that dads do it. Just because they don't say it doesn't mean it. My kids have no excuse. I always say it though. He, being a dad, was always proud of you, period. He rarely knew the right things to do, but did what he thought was best given his abilities. But assured you every time, or tried to assure you at least, that everything will be just fine. Think about that for a moment. He would assure you that everything would be just fine when he wasn't sure. Dads, they always fear that you will one day grow up and not need them for anything. He wishes often that he was a better man. I don't know a dad today who don't wish that he was a better man. He would sacrifice himself for you in a heartbeat. Children, remember that. He would sacrifice himself for you in a heartbeat. He often went without things. Let me repeat this for my kids, because they think I always had everything. Back in the day, he often went without things so that he can assure that you would not. You get that? Dads often go without a lot of things, whether it's tangible stuff, material, food for that matter. If my kids are watching this, how many times we had chicken? Anyway, when I had you for the summer. So we'll often go without, just ensure that you would not go without. No matter what he missed or sacrificed in the past for you, he would do it all over and over again. So those are a few points that I want to throw across, because I know a lot of times dads don't get the recognition, not that they are looking for recognition, because they don't. We don't look for recognition, but we just don't see that the kids or children would understand or see that, because a lot of times they're not told, right? And then we as men don't say anything because we're men, right? But I just want to throw those points. There's a lot more out there, but those are some key points I believe that are good for children to understand, whether you're young or an adult, to understand what is going on with your dad and what your dad sacrificed and do for you when you think it's just day-to-day operation. All right. With that, I know it wasn't a happy-go-lucky one today, but with that one, I just want to say, think about those. Dad, let me know if I did right with representing us as a whole, knowing that there's a lot more out there as well. Children, share this as well. Even though you're grown as well, share it with folks and see. And it's just something to ponder on and get you to reflect on what your life was like and what your life will be about. Now, with that said, we're going to have future episodes that's going to speak about parenting. It's going to speak about dads, moms, those who grew up with our dad. My dad died when I was 3, had no father figure. So we're going to speak about that, and I probably may have a guest host again. Maybe Brittany will show up again and talk about stuff, because we have some shared experiences on that matter. So, and for those who may not know who I'm talking about with Brittany, go look at some of the past episodes. You'll see 2 that she was involved in with love, and the other one was about, I'm going to cheat a little bit, the effects of social media. So you guys look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in, and let's continue to be there for one another so we can get through this thing called life. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and see you soon. God bless.